Test, 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 test. Good.
Good afternoon. I just want to confirm those who are on virtually are able to hear us. Dr. Freeman, are you able to hear us? Okay. Okay, just want to confirm we got started. Thank you very much. With that, we'll go ahead and get started with today's commission meeting. And with that, I'll start with the roll call. Mr. Allen?
Here.
Dr. Freeman?
Here.
Dr. Sands for Secretary Friedlander?
Here.
Representative Fugit? Director Ingram?
Here.
Ms. Kelly? Treasurer Metcalf?
Here.
Ms. Purdy? Ms. Rains?
Here.
Dr. Roop?
Here.
Thank you very much. We have a full quorum for today's meeting, and we'll go ahead and move forward. Before moving forward, I do want to remind anybody who is present with us, if you are interested in signing up for the public comment sections, there is an opportunity on the left. When we ask for that, we'll be able to pull the list. We want to make sure that people know that that opportunity is available. With that, I'll move next. I'd like to see if I can have a motion to approve today's agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. Next scheduled item on the agenda is an update on the business meeting schedule for the commissions. The following dates are still in effect: May 13th, 2025, July 8th, 2025, September 9th, 2025, and November 4th, 2025. All meetings are scheduled to take place at the Capitol Annex, 702 Capitol Ave, Frankfort, Kentucky, from 1 to 4 p.m., and the room will be announced when assigned. Moving on to the next matter of business, the minutes. Hopefully you've all had an opportunity to review the minutes as provided by staff. And if so, may I have a motion to approve the minutes? The motion has been made by Treasurer Metcalf. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Allen. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. Next up is the opportunity for public comments. And at this time, any individual who would like to speak, who has signed up, please let us know if there's anyone in the room who is available who would like to do so. With that, we always provide that there is a limit of 5 minutes, and we ask that you refrain from any discussion of any application, its contents, or any specific monetary request. If you'd like to discuss general concepts regarding why you're here, we're happy to hear that general information. I don't know. Okay, staff is checking to see if there's anybody who signed up. Okay. Seeing as we have none, We'll move to the next order of business, commission member announcements. This is an opportunity for any commission members who have any announcements which they need to make at this time. And again, I'd open up the opportunity for all the members. Okay. I also want to check with those who are joining us virtually to see if there's any comments or anything we need from you all. Okay. Seeing none, we'll move on to the next item of business. That's the executive director's update. There are two items that I want to bring to the attention of the commission and to the members. One is their updates to regulations related to county municipal reporting on the use of their settlement funds have been submitted, and staff has begun the education process with local officials on what the proposed changes would look like. So to let you know that is out there. The second portion of which is connected to that is changes to the commission website, which we have talked about before, are nearing completion, and that will provide more details and clarity on the work of the commission. So that will be coming very soon. That will also be the portal where local municipalities will be able to enter in and conduct their reporting. So those two items are tied together, and we'll be moving forward quickly on those as those go through. With that, we're going to move forward and continue on to the next. In discussing the applications for review, there's, as suggested in practical use for these terms, that we move into potentially move into executive session. And so I'm going to suggest the following language just for your review, that we're able to move the commission to executive session for the purpose of discussing bidders for award monies from the Opioid Abatement Trust Fund established in KRS 15.293 pursuant to KRS 15.291 section 5, but only include matters that are allowed to be discussed during executive session pursuant to KRS 61.810. So having that in mind, I'd ask to see if I can get a motion to go into the executive session.
Make the motion. Second.
Motion is made by Treasurer Metcalf, second by Mr. Allen. I will then ask, are all for those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, a motion has been made, seconded, and adopted for the Kentucky Opioid Abatement Advisory Commission to retire into closed executive session. This motion has passed by a majority vote of the members present, with enough members present to form a quorum. Pursuant to KRS 61.8101 Section N of the Kentucky Open Meetings Act, the committee will now retire into closed executive session. Specific justifications under Kentucky Opioid Open Meetings Act for this action are as follows. Meetings of any selection committee, evaluation committee, or other similar group established under KRS Chapter 45A or 56 or other state or local law to select a successful bidder for award of a state or local contract. This meeting will consider matters mandated by KRS 15291 Section 5, which comports with the exception found in KRS 61.810/1 Session. And again, no actions will be taken in closed executive session. Any votes in the matters discussed will take place when the commission is back in open session. And that we're going to move into executive session. Seeing that we now have all members back with us, I'd ask for a motion to move from executive session back into an open session.
Second.
Motion is moved and second. At this time, I'll ask for a motion to review all grants discussed in the executive session. If I can get a motion for that?
So moved.
Motion is made.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is accepted and adopted. We will move forward. At this time, we will move forward with the grant, the itemization of the grants and applications. We will begin this process first with the treatment applications, and we will go through each individual grant application name and request for a vote from the commission members for that application. To begin, application number 69, Appalachian Research and Defense Fund of Kentucky Incorporated, $93,745.
Motion approved.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. Next, application number 170, Barron County Fiscal Court, $185,371. May I have a motion for that?
I'll make the motion.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
What? Okay, we're good? Okay. Okay. We will keep going then. Okay.
And I would assume also, Mr. Chairman, since I already interrupted, I don't think we have discussion on each one, but if anyone does want to discuss, then obviously
Okay.
the motion's made, just to make sure the chair is aware of that. Yeah, I do think in order to be able to have a yes or no.
Okay. And we'll add for, yes, just clarifying point is that we will ask for a motion on each one as we move forward, and I will make sure there's an opportunity for any discussion and add that in so that anybody has the opportunity for discussion points also as we move through this. So again, we'll go back to Barron County Fiscal Court for an amount of $185,371,000. Can I get a motion for that?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion moves forward. Next, application number 183, Brighton Center Incorporated, $300,000. May I have a motion for that?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So move forward. Next application is number 102, Celebrate Recovery Fairdale Corporation in the amount of $22,503. May I have a motion to move that?
Motion.
And second.
Motion moved and second. Any discussion? Those in favor? Any opposed? The motion so moved. Next is application number 154, Choose Well Communities Incorporated, the amount of $250,000. May I have a motion to move that in?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion moves forward. Application 218, Community Advocates for Resources and Empowerment in the amount of $56,627. May I have that moved in for discussion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion is moved forward. Application number 70, Cumberland Trace Legal Services Incorporated, doing business as Kentucky Legal Aid, in the amount of $93,750. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved.
Motion made and seconded.
I'll second.
Motion made and second. Any discussion? Those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstention? The motion is moved forward. Application number 84, Deviate Kitchen Vocational Training Foundation Incorporated and Deviate Kitchens, the amount of $136,385. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
And second?
I'll second.
Motion made and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion moves forward. Application number 108, Enrich Corporation, the amount of $411,218. May I have a motion to move that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Application number 76, Family Scholar House, amount of $287,149. May I have a motion to move this forward? Second? Made and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Application 4, Fresh Start Health Centers, PSC, in the amount of $353,756. May I get a motion to move that forward?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. Application number 37, Goodwill Industries of Kentucky Incorporated, the amount of $397,539. May I get a motion to move this forward? Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion's carried forward. Application 116, Hazard Community and Technical College, the amount of $500,000. May I have this moved for discussion? A second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Application number 5, Hope Center Incorporated, in the amount of $267,501. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Motion.
And a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion moves forward. Application number 22, Horse Sensing Incorporated, $116,154. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Application 125, Housing Development Alliance, in the amount of $150,017. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Second.
And a motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application 192, Kentucky Health Departments Association Incorporated, the amount of $557,171. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
A second? Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Application number 106, Kentucky River District Health Department, amount of $545,519. May I have a motion to move forward? The second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Application number 26, Kentucky River Foothills Development Council Incorporated, in the amount of $325,785. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved. So moved.
Any second?
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Application number 56, KBC Behavioral Healthcare Kentucky Incorporated, the amount of $426,640. May I have a motion to move forward?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Sorry, any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application 21, Lake Cumberland Silver Living Incorporated, in the amount of $271,839. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I'll abstain from that.
The vote carries. This moves forward. Application 176, Legal Aid Society Incorporated, in the amount of $93,750. May I have a motion for?
So moved.
Any discussion? Thank you. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Oh, was there? Did we get? Was there a second for that? Oh, yep, we do have the second for that. Okay. So again, I will, just to make sure we're covered, having those in second. Again, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Application number 20, Legal Aid of the Bluegrass, in the amount of $93,750. May I have a motion for that? And second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 53, Lifeline Recovery Center, in the amount of $270,464. Any motion to move forward?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 6, Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation, in the amount of $140,761. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 140, Northern Kentucky Area Development District. And this application, as gone through the commission will be considered both with this and the second application by this organization. And this application is being put forward with the amount of $1 million. I'd ask for a motion to move forward.
Second.
Motion. Okay. There. Yes, if we can go ahead and amend the motion, we're going to need to require that there will be some work done to make sure the staff to put the contracts in alignment. So we want to make sure that is part of the motion to move this forward. So if I can get that included in the motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Yes, this is for those two grants. It is at $1 million for those two grants combined in this application. So again, moving forward, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 105, Northern Kentucky University, in the amount of $337,308. A motion to move it forward.
So moved.
Second. Thank you. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 24, Ramey East Step Homes Incorporated, in the amount of $224,000. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Motion and second? Second, Metcalf. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion is moved forward. Application number 23, Recovery Cafe Lexington Incorporated, the amount of $499,729. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Motion and second.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application 65, Recovery Now, in the amount of $233,800. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved. Second.
Motion moved and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 16, Revive Ministries Incorporated, in the amount of $308,831. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Motion to move. May I have a second? Second. Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application 40, Save the Children Federation Incorporated, in the amount of $201,348. May I have a motion to move it forward?
So moved.
Have the motion. May I get a second? Second. Motion and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carried. Application number 87, Second Hope Ministries, in the amount of $28,500. May I give a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Application number 80, Shepherd House Incorporated, in the amount of $345,708. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 2, Stable Recovery Incorporated, in the amount of $500,000. May I have a motion? Motion made. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Application number 157, The Healing Place, in the amount of $407,950. May I have a motion to move this forward?
I'll make the motion.
Motion made. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion moves forward. Next application is number 107 from Morton Center Incorporated, in the amount of $179,388. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. Application number 185, Thrive Community Coalition, in the amount of $355,433. May I have a motion to move this forward?
I'll make the motion.
Have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion is carried. Application 119, Tri-County Community Action Agency, in the amount of $300,000. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
I have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion made in several seconds. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 72, Voices of Hope Lexington Incorporated, in the amount of $551,274. May I have a motion to move this forward? Motion
Second.
moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next application is application number 27, Volunteers of America Mid-States, in the amount of $650,000. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Motion moved. May I have and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 147, Western Kentucky MHMR Board Incorporated, doing business as Four Rivers Behavioral Health, the amount of $155,067. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Make the motion.
I have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. And for those conclude those in the treatment branch of our application period. We're now going to move on to the prevention section.
Just
Yep.
moment of personal privilege. Abby, excuse for just
Yep. We're going to take a moment.
you home?
Yeah.
At this point, we'll pick up and continue on our motion with the prevention grants. We'll start with application number 11 in that category, Appalachian Arson Center of Kentucky Incorporated, in the amount of $145,177. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion is carried. Application number 19, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kentuckiana, in the amount of $250,000. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next up is Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Bluegrass Incorporated, in the amount of $85,513. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Next would be application number 137, Breckenridge County Health Department, in the amount of $109,614. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved.
May I have, seconded?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 65, Children's Law Center Incorporated, the amount of $187,500. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
The motion may have a second.
I'll second.
Motion second made. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next, application number 160 for Community Advocates for Resources and Empowerment, in the amount of $370,044. May I have a motion to move this forward? Motion moved. May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next, application number 156, Cordata Healthcare Innovations Incorporated in the amount of $333,527. Request for a motion for moving this forward.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 178, Dayton Independent School District, the amount of $8,000. May I have a motion to move?
So move.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion is moved forward. Application number 58, Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program Incorporated in the amount of $500,000. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next application is number 5 in this group, Emergency Shelter of Northern Kentucky Incorporated in the amount of $239,961. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next is application 62, Family Nurturing Center of Kentucky, the amount of $166,438. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Number 34, so next application number 34, Franklin County Health Department in the amount of $494,200. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
The motion may I have a second.
Second.
And a second, motion and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone is abstaining? The motion carries. Application number 78, Yard County Schools in the amount of $60,000. May I have a motion to move that forward? May I get a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I'll abstain.
I'll have to abstain on Gary.
Okay,
That's,
got that. And I believe staff has those two logged. Thank you. With that, the motion carries. Next up, application number 32, Graves County Local Kentucky ASAP Board, the amount of $212,568. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So move.
And a second? Motion and a second made. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 141, Hardin County Fiscal Court in the amount of $66,850. May I have a motion to move that forward?
so moved.
Motion made. May I have a second? Did I hear a second? Motion made in a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 25 in this category, Hope Center Incorporated in the amount of $287,260. May I have a motion to move this forward? May I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next in this category, application number 175, Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education in the amount of $488,676. May I have a discussion to move this, or a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
I have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second made. Any discussion? Okay. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next is application number 70, Kentucky Youth Advocates Incorporated in the amount of $126,543. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
I have the motion. May I have a second?
Second.
I have the motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Application number 83, Learning Grove Incorporated in the amount of $199,450. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next up is number 63, Lexington Leadership Foundation, in the amount of $148,938. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
I have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? The motion carries. Next application, number 152 in this category, Lincoln Heritage Council in the amount of $31,361. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
I have the motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next is number 29, Maryhurst Incorporated in the amount of $89,050. May I have a motion to move this forward?
Aye. Correct. Sorry. So moved.
Moved. May I have a second?
Second.
Moved with many seconds. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next up is application number 23 in this category for New Song Counseling Center, the amount of $44,341. May I have a motion for this?
So moved.
Moved and a second. Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next one is going to be number 73 in your application, Owensboro Davies County Family YMCA, the amount of $208,508. May I get a motion for this?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. Application number 98, Panacea Healthcare, in the amount of $83,000. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
I have a motion. May I have a second? I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Application number 89, Somali Community of Louisville Incorporated, amount of $149,237. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion moves forward. Next is application number 107, South Central Kentucky Kids on the Block in the amount of $27,636. May I have a motion to move forward?
Motion.
Motion made and may I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next application is 133, St. John Center in the amount of $200,000. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
I have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
This, St. John's is not where the Ripatino is it?
No, this is not.
Point of clarification.
not. It is not that one.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All right. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next, application number 79, Taylor County Schools. May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Treasurer Metcalf, seconded by Mr. Allen. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I'll abstain, Chris.
Staff has that on the record? Okay, thank you. With that, the motion carries. Next up is on the application is number 103, the Beacon of West Kentucky Incorporated at $91,015. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
Motion made and second. Any discussion?
Aye.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next up is application number 16 from this category, the Kentucky Center for Grieving Children and Families in the amount of $155,588. May I have a motion to move this forward?
So moved.
With the motion, may I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next up is application number 113 in this category, Three Rivers District Health Department, the amount of $337,825. May I have a motion to move this forward? Have a motion. I have a motion. May I have a second? Have a motion and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? The motion carries. Next up is application number 43, Unlawful Narcotics Investigations, Treatment, and Education Operation Unite, in the amount of $859,000. May I have a motion to move this?
So moved.
Motion made and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Next up is application number 50 for Young Adult Development Young Development in Action Incorporated, the amount of $96,383. May I have a motion to move this forward? Motion made. May I have a second? Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. Next up is application number 94 in this category. Young Men's Christian Association of Greater Louisville in the amount of $175,000. Can I get a motion to move this forward? And I get a second? Motion and a second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. At this point in time, I want to check with staff to confer to see if there's any else that we. Okay. All right. We're just checking with staff to make sure if there was any others that needed to be carried at this time. In that check, there's not. So that concludes this portion of the agenda. With that, the next matter up was the request to seek approval for symposium funding as part of the operations of the Abatement Commission. As the commission members know, the symposium has been supported by the commission and does a lot of work as part of the funding and work of the commission. The commission is seeking, or staff is seeking, that the commission would allocate the availability of $125,000 up to $125,000 to be utilized to support the Opioid Abatement Commission this October. That's put on and sponsored by the commission. So at this time, I will ask, see if I can get a motion to move that forward. I have a motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. Any discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the motion carries. The next item on the agenda revolves around the approval of several contracts. I'm going to have Deputy Director Halliday go over the details of this. She's been intimately involved with the discussions around this.
Thank you, sir. I think as you remember in our January meeting, we had a 2023 grant awardee who hadn't been able to spend all their money down in the 12-month allotment, and there was some remaining funds. We have two additional 2023 grants that one is Fresh Start Health Centers and one is Kentucky Harm Reduction Coalition. They made us aware that there has been some confusion over communication around length of contracts, and as we discussed in January, they made us aware that they had remaining funds when their contracts were set to expire. One expired in February, one is set to expire on Monday. Let us know ahead of time, presented a plan for how to spend it in accordance with what you've already approved. And this would just be to ask a vote to ask that those two contracts be issued at a zero-sum contract so that they can spend the remaining money without returning it.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion and second. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, I'm asking for those in favor. Oh, absolutely.
It was mostly related. It was mostly related to just timing on the spending related to either staffing needs or things that were out of their control in terms of being able to fulfill the requirements of their grant. They have a plan to move forward. They just needed more time and the nature of the contracting. And we've agreed to have these conversations for the 2023 grants due to some communication, not enough advance notice on whether they were complete or where they were. So we're just trying to help them utilize the funds.
Thank you. Sorry, just conferring on a few matters. At this time, if I can again get the motion to move forward. Oh, all right. Thank you. With that, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. Thank you very much. That puts us to the end of our agenda. We have one other area of interest that I want to make sure to cover. Being with the commission for a little over a year now, and having the ability to work with the commission, we have, as you all know, anybody who's been associated with the commission understands that we have a very diligent and hardworking staff. And I first of all want to thank all of them for the work it took to get to here today. A lot of time, a lot of effort went into that. So I want to make sure, first of all, to thank the entire team for all the work it took to put this together to make sure it happened. So thank you very much to all of you. So it's much appreciated.
Yeah.
Listen. On a little bit of a sad note related, and that is where we're getting to next, is the opportunity to say thank you in particular to one of ours for her service to the commission, to the Commonwealth. She will continue to serve the Commonwealth in the Office of Attorney General, but she'll be stepping into another role. But we want to make sure that we thank her in this forum and acknowledge her for all the hard work, the commitment that she's given to this commission and to the Commonwealth. So I want to say thank you very much to you for everything you've done. And we know you still will be close by, but we appreciate all that you've done. I know you may have wanted to say thank you to some folks in the commission. So if you have any words, if not, well, actually, I'm going to lend the chair to Treasurer Metcalf.
Thank you, Treasurer, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank Allison for responding to all our requests for information, not only responsive, but always with a smile, always with diplomacy. Can never help us enough, always there when we need her. You're going to be missed, but I know there's going to be good things in store. And we at the Treasury are always ready to respond to you wherever you will land.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Sorry, I've lost my voice.
Allison, it's been a pleasure. You've been really good to work with, and I appreciate all you've done.
Thank you, Van.
I just want to echo Mark and Van's comments. Allison, you have been just a hallmark of hospitality and helpfulness and encouragement ever since this commission was sanctioned to begin the work. And so you've always been right there. The whole staff has always been incredible, but you have such a graceful way of interacting and making the job even more enjoyable. So thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
In any organization or entity, there has to be people called glue, and you are the glue girl. Your constant overwatch, your ability to maybe anticipate problems before they arise and you head them off. And I always appreciate the polite elbows to the side when I'm about to do something stupid. So thank you and wish you the best.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Karen.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman.
Allison, as she mentioned, you're always one step ahead, and you were always beside me as I ventured on this new journey this year. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad we've got to work together.
I also have another comment from.
Mr. Chairman, again, I don't want to preempt any of the commission members, but I do want to speak up and I guess reassure everyone. Also apologize because I first got to know Allison when I was chairman, first a member and then chairman of the Executive Branch Ethics Commission. Then I've had the pleasure of working with her again. My role as General Counsel in the Office of Attorney General. I guess I apologize. We're sort of stealing her. Her new role will be as providing administrative and paralegal support to the Office of Legal Counsel, which I oversee as General Counsel within the Office of Attorney General. So she won't be far, but you know, I'm delighted to have her help. We have a number of things that we need that support on. So she'll be definitely still serving the Commonwealth. Again, I guess my apologies for stealing from her, but I'm very excited to have her to help us out on our work in processing open records responses and dealing with opinion requests and a host of other things that the Office of Legal Counsel does for the whole office, including for the Commission. So thank you all for letting us take her from you.
I'm not sure how we were supposed to respond to that, but okay. And also, I know Allison has, as many of the commission members know, has lost her voice. But I want to make sure you got a chance to say, you had asked us to speak briefly to the folks, so I'll just provide you that opportunity.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you, everyone. I'm sorry I've lost my voice, but I just wanted to say thanks to the commission. It's been an honor to work with you all. I will miss you. I look forward to helping the Office of Legal Counsel, but thank you all for what you've done and your hard work. Thank you for putting not only your time into the commission, but also putting your hearts. You guys have really, I know no one sees the back end, but you all have really taken an extra step to make sure that the people of the Commonwealth have received the help that they need, and that's where it's coming. That's where this money's going to go, through the Commonwealth, and you all have made sure that it's going to do that. So thank you. I do charge the commission with one thing, and that is you guys we touch so many organizations, and I hope to someday see the commission themselves touch individuals, people who may have lost a parent or lost a sibling, and hopefully we can maybe do scholarships one day for those people. Someone who may want to go to law school, or just some sustainability along the way, that not only through the grant application, but just a little extra step. So I look forward to seeing the work that you guys are continuing to do. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, Allison. On that, I'm going to ask, I don't think there's any other words we need to follow with. I'm going to ask if I may have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. Thank you very much, all of you. Appreciate it.